do it, man.
If you're working the business,
I know. I could have like brought my wife. I'm very glad. No, I myself will somebody.
Tools that you can see right here.
that's why you have a CDX.
Reignite your night. Try Tonight, we walk.
You didn't call me.
I'll call you. Check me out.
Who do you call me? Right here.
You keep a busy? Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, first.
I'll be like, just a week now.
All right. I thought I fit a fool.
You were on fire. I'll watch it.
I've been wishing to
Follow up.
Yes.
See right here. The honorable man is here. Continue to share. We're going to see what we have something tonight. Yeah, continue to share. Thank you. We got Councilor the meet and greet tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a program for him. We actually continue to follow. You can see a beautiful sister sitting right here. I mean, everything is good. What do you want to say? As you can see, one of Commissioner from the President is also here. You brought all here this evening. I mean, we have no choice. Thank you for joining us. Continue to share. The money came soon. The money is here. Yeah, Akin Kumar, thank you for following from Minnesota. We want to say thank you. First, as you can see right here, we are here tonight. The honorable man.
Are you playing?
I put mine on. Yeah. So, we're everywhere. Abu Kamal, we're everywhere. It is where they take people from Nigeria. Continue to share. Man, we will clean Liberia. Man, we got a broom. We want to clean Liberia with the dead. We want to clean everything. So continue to follow. Let me take you right back to the as you see, there's a lot of people here tonight. I got some of my police here. Okay, as you can see right here. Continue to follow. Stop calling my phone, man. We're everywhere. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following Friends of Gongloe. Well, We are the meet and greet. Our president,
We're just gonna have.
Honorable
Let me just.
Friends of Gongloe, in the house now.
Yeah.
As you can see, we're very close. You know why we here for tonight. Continue to follow. You know.
That's what he was going to
Sherry is right here. They're having some consultation. The program have not started yet. I mean, so of course, continue to follow the voice of the website. I want to say thank you. I mean, the food they give me here, it's still very cool.
Ellen Johnson is a new president. You tell me? Now, that's what I'm.
All right.
All right, we're going to get started.
So we're going to get started.
The evening is an informal gathering. We don't have anything planned. Interact with the counselor, the chief architect of the evening, is going to just make a statement, and from there we'll flow with chatting with the counselor, just interacting with one another. Maybe another 1 or 2 hours, then we can retreat because we have another night tomorrow. So, Mr. Wilbur Foley, the floor is yours. I will help you.
Start with me.
That's good. Okay, go ahead.
Well, good evening, everyone. First of all, we want to thank you for coming tonight, taking off your busy schedule to come here tonight to meet Councilor Gongloe. I believe that your presence here tonight shows how you guys care for the councilor, and I think he's no other candidate. But everywhere you pass, they talk about the down-to-earth man, the man who will go in the ghetto and the pot, where the low, yes, and the pot, you can be as low. He will go there to speak to you. Tonight is an informal event. We are not going to have the councilor speaking tonight. He has been on one show after another. He has been on one show after another since this morning.
4 different shows.
Yeah, 4 different shows. I'm sure he's exhausted, but he had to come and speak to you guys. He had to come and speak to us because this event was planned.
Thank you for coming,
yes.
sir. Thank you. I told you to employ you for that.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
The councilor is going to interact with us in an informal manner. He's not going to speak. You can shake his hand just as we're doing. You can talk to him. But we're not having him speak because he has spoken a lot. And we are hoping, we are also asking the councilor, he's a member of POSA. And POSA, the last time POSA asked me for his due. I wanted to pay, but I said, yes, POSA asked me for his due.
What is POSA?
POSA, the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Old Time Association. So I wanted to pay, but I did not want to pay.
I met you the first time.
Yes, and the next time we met at City Hall. So they asked me for a due. I told them, I said, no, I'm not going to pay. When the councilor will come on a due, the councilor will pay his due. So POSA, I think the guys from POSA are excited. They are expecting to see the councilor tomorrow morning. So the councilor will not be playing because we want him to. He has a lot to do. So he's not going to have his boots on tomorrow.
What time?
Okay. Tomorrow, well, we know the councilor has to rest, so we expect the councilor at least anywhere after between 10 to 12 noon. But we hope that at least between 11 to 12, the councilor can be there because we know he needs to rest. Because running campaign is not easy. Like we said, he has been on 4 different shows tonight, and a lot of those shows are like 3 hours. Most of the shows are 3 hours. So it's not fun. So we are not having him speak tonight. We want to thank you for coming here tonight. It's a meet and greet. The counselor will interact with us, but it's nothing formal. So we have enough food. We have enough drinks. First of all, we want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Ikena and Kima Wesley. This is supposed to be something very little, but it made so much food that I'm surprised. The food is too much here, and we have drinks here for those who can't drink the regular drinks. We have sugar water and the water. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and we want to say thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Ikena and Kima Wesley for hosting us. We are really thankful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will get them up as quick as possible. But Mr. and Mrs. Akena is in the counselor's camp, fully in his camp. I think in the counselor, yes, he's fully in the counselor camp, so he's no stranger. We'll have them come out at some point, but we want you to just have fun and interact with the counselor. Yes, so please, tomorrow is a big day. If you haven't purchased your tickets, we ask it's a dinner. We're not just taking your money, it's a dinner, and we know campaign is not cheap. It's very expensive. The last time, I think 2 weeks ago, I read something for St. John Institute. The council have been in 306 towns, not villages, 306 towns. That is expensive and exhausting. So we ask you, record breaking. Call your brother, call your sister, call your friend, call everyone you can call for tomorrow's event. It's a big deal. We want to honor the council. It's an honor and form as well. So we are encouraging you. Let all of us make this a grand event. Please, we are begging you. This man dedicated his life to helping others. He represented them at pro bono, most of which were at no cost. And we know what it is when you have legal cases and you don't have lawyers. So please let us give him flower while he's alive and the time he needs it most. Councilor Gongloe, thank you and welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Wesley's house. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, thank you. While we wait for Mr. and Mrs. Wesley to just formally welcome us, I just want to stress that tomorrow, the program tomorrow says 6 o'clock. We invited guests. We who inviting people, we can't be the one dragging, coming, when the guests are there waiting. I personally invited some Philadelphia council people. Those people, when they come, their time is limited. You tell them 6 o'clock, 6:30, they don't see people, they're leaving. So please, I'm pleading that we should all be there tomorrow. I will be there by 5:30. Good thing I'm not working tomorrow, I'm not working Sunday, I'll be there by 5:30. Please, let's be there on time to receive them. The guests cannot come and wait for us who invited them. That's my plea. Thank you. Mr. Wesley? Yeah.
I want to say something here too, please.
Okay, while we go for Mr. Wesley.
I founded Gongloe on Facebook and website, but please invite other people to join this movement, and I will approve you as you go, because I'm on top of it every second. Please, the only way we can succeed is me, you, and the rest. Because when I went to Liberia, I went to other towns and villages. Everything people tell. In fact, I met Councilor Gongloe in Sankore by inch. When he was in Sankore, I was just arriving. It's the only presidential candidate on this planet Earth in Africa as a whole to visit the poorest people on the earth. But other people, they just do it by TV, radio, and big cities. But Councilor Gongloe is our man, and we gotta be behind him. Bring whatever you can give, t-shirt, and you say today, I'm gonna make 100 t-shirts for Gongloe. We got a layout already on the website. You can do that, and we'll try to help you to ship it to Liberia. If you say, I donate this car to Gongloe, we all will help you, we ship it to Liberia. If you say, today I'm going to buy 100 gallons of gas or 500 gallons of gas, it will be great, because we got motorbikes and other people there campaigning already. But not campaign time yet, because we're doing it on the table.
Creating awareness.
Yes.
We are integrity people,
Huh?
not the on the table. Creating awareness.
Outreach.
Yeah,
Outreach.
outreach. Okay, sorry for my language. So right now, you need anything that you can get.
Our host. Abba.
Gentlemen.
Mr. Where's the floor is yours?
Very much unlike our spirit of camaraderie. When you say the flow is
The owner of their house first.
to us. This house is Councillor Gongloe's house. All he's done is to return to his base. I like that. So we are not welcoming a stranger, we are welcoming a family. We are welcoming the people's person. And until Liberians can come to that realization that the change we want for that better Liberia, to be losing out. This is the only chance they've got. We are so humble to host Liberia's iconic integrity minstrel, Councillor Gongloe, in our humble abode. Not for the second time, but for the fifth time. Councillor Gongloe, you are welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate all that you are doing for the good of our country. For the people, come on. You know, welcome can be long.
I know, right?
The most engaged presidential material at the level of the media.
Willing to fire at any time.
The men who are transverse almost every community and village hamlet.
Yeah.
And he locked down spoon to the Fagone would not talk. He would not answer questions.
Who is a Fagone?
You could not scream. You could not do
When the right thingingness of people are discussing, Fagone will be lost in translation. Not yet.
He's corrupt anyway.
Take down.
Where is
Make our counselor. We don't have to fight to sell him. The message is clear. It's clear.
All right,
Go to Google, go to YouTube. I can't serious myself to sell my counselor. You want I say go to YouTube. You want I say go to Google. That's all.
Everything will come out.
Everything will come out.
Y'all welcome.
Thank you, mommy.
Thank you for the ride, yeah. All right.
I follow more problem.
I know. He's a self-candidate.
So let's do the groups.
all right, let me. All right.
What you say?
No, I was asking what you want to say. The Salif or the Benda.
Ladies and gentlemen. See, we always say life is short and the world is small. Can you imagine that man? I sat in here, he contributed one class at University of Liberia. So again, if he's aspiring for the highest post in our country, and he has stood the test of time as one of Liberia's best legal minds, and he has proven himself to be people's person. As the host rightfully said, he traveled to every hamlet every village, every little town, just to reach the unreachable.
It's in Derby.
So it's an honor again for me to see my former professor, who knew we could have still met. At least in Liberia, that would be possible for here. Whoever knew. So, Councillor and Prop.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, okay, let me make my remarks. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Wesley, for providing us your beautiful home to host us tonight. The councilor here and I go as far back as 2004, 2005. When I was in Liberia working as an active journalist. Councilor Gongloe, like many of you know, is a poor man lawyer. And so back then, you know, journalists are always falling in trouble. I remember my friend and brother.
The people keep asking for the address, so people on social media asking for the address.
Costa, when he and Menepeke Dubois started the show on Hard FM called the Dubois and Costa Show. He and Menepeke fell in a lot of issues. Councilor Gongloe was there to rescue the situation. Fast forward when he went and opened Hard FM, not Hard FM, but his own radio station where he brought in Young Tom as his co-host. Subsequently, he fell into some problem with the government. The council was there to rescue the situation. And then my own friend and brother, Vendetta Patrick's, when he challenged the status quo of President Soliv at the time, he was arrested and thrown beyond bars. And subsequently, he was injected in the stomach with a fluid. And the council was there to rescue the situation. But during those moments, the council never left us. And he's one person, I can say this with all sincerity, that if Councilor Gongloe calls a press conference in Liberia, you don't have to provide what we call quote-unquote. You will have an influx of media practitioners showing up because you're one person who's always there for the media. So when you see him, you know, surfacing in several media institutions and front pages of the newspapers because of his political ambition, it's because he did his groundwork years back. He's reaping what he sowed. So I'm not surprised when people say, or the writer say he was visited like 360 times villages across Liberia. You know, I'm not surprised at all because I know him to be a man of such. So, Council, I'm very happy that you are on this journey. You can rest assured. I won't say much because of my position right now. I work for ULA, and ULA is a non-political organization. But you know where we stand. We base.
Individual.
As an individual, my family, we have our constitutional rights, and so we will exercise that. You know, subsequently, you have our official support. We do have family members on the ground. So over the last couple of months, we provided our own assistance to your campaign anonymously, and we'll continue to do that. But I just want to thank you for the coverage. You know, not many people who really want to rise up to the occasion, especially when you have the incumbent and other candidates in the race who are perceived to be full gun users for national. But I'm very impressed, as a matter of fact, today with your presentation on school. You know, you really struck a couple of good points, especially your story. It's a real life story. And I will encourage you to continue to project that. Because people need to understand that money is not just all to election. You know, you clearly stated tonight that friendship is better than money. You know, good name is better than money. Good name is better than money. I think that's your signature right there. And I'm proud of what you've done for our country. You know,
And I hope that tomorrow when we all assemble, we can have a nice time. But I wouldn't end tonight without encouraging you that time is running out. You need to break the ice. You need to come forth by telling the Liberian people who is your running mate. We don't want you to be the last man to leave the room. You know that for only being the first to take the shot. And frankly, I was surprised by the fact that I saw Kuma's taking the shot first. I expected you to take the shot first, because you know you live in the country. So I will start this far and give the opportunity to my friend Bestman. I can see his purse. Come
on, man. Take the floor.
Honestly, it wasn't my intention to speak that night.
That went to your whole time. Come forward, Des. Come on, Des.
That's much for the Southeast. That's what the friends are.
Let it come to that thing about Sando.
I will show my respect by putting my cup down. Good evening, Councilor. Good evening, everyone. My name is Bestman Judu. Like I said earlier, I didn't intend on saying a word tonight. But I think it would be a disservice to not say thank you to the Wesley family and to not say thank you for sharing your time. That's why the fact you need to. It's a need. Because you're trying to get your point across as far as vying for the highest office in our country. I like your engagements. I also have profiled and admired you over the years. The last time you and I interfaced or interacted was somewhere around Kunga. You have a family house right there behind Tapa door, wherever. And my cousin was there, and I spent like 6 months over there, so I used to hang out there. And you came through that greenhouse up the hill. Yeah. And I even took your number. So, to make long story short, I want to say I like what you are doing. You are known as a man of integrity. And I respect that. One of the best things you've ever done, I truly admire, but you were standing child said, oh, I appreciate it. I must have told you the nice that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I respect that sort of what is it? Expanded my respect for you. You did the right thing. And I think that's what society should follow. I also recently profiled you and you said, look, sanction Bofa Chimas. Yes, Bofa Chimas should be sanctioned for openness, sharing cash. You can't be a speaker of the house and do that. What is going on with our society? But I'm going to sum it up. We are struggling with leadership. Leadership deficit has been our problem forever. Since 1847, whatever. We're over 170 years old and we still struggle. They can't figure out a way of feeding ourselves. Current research has shown that we are one of the most hungry population in the world. With excess land, 6 months of rain, 6 months of sunshine, no ideas. Research also shows, contemporary research shows that Liberia has one of the most unskilled population in the world. That speaks volume to why we keep making mistakes when it comes to election. Because we don't know what to look for in our people. We are not critical thinkers. Too much. That said, keep doing what you want to do, what you are doing. Not because some of us aren't loud about what you do, but we are watching, we are profiling. We want to see people like you have leadership. And before I take my seat, there's three things I want to see happen in Liberia. Number one, that country, primary goal should be agriculture. Agriculture, we got to feed ourselves. We can't depend on USP or 480 or subsidized rice to come in. We can't do that. Number two, education is cross-cutting. They will touch on every sector, including agriculture or wherever, or healthcare. And number three, let's make NASCA welfare made active. Because it's active. We need a structured welfare system where all of the resources can go into it. And then when it goes into the pot, we spread out to every sector, whether it's affordable housing, whether it's feeding our people, quality education. That way, we are able to evenly distribute the wealth. That said, thank you, you are welcome, and I look forward to interacting and maintaining this relationship of friendship. Thank you very much.
Counselor, this is one of the person you've been talking on the phone, your admirer. Remember in Canada, 3 days ago when I told you you are coming, he said I'll be there. So he's there, right?
Morris who?
I always used to you on the phone, but you know, a lot of time, you know, I say, but let me know you. Yeah.
Wow.
You just go Sunday hospital, yeah. Before you left, I was on the phone with you.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Yeah. Like you said, I was in Canada, but when you called me, I didn't really have a plan. I said, well, you know what? I gotta be with it. You're welcome. Nice.
Yeah, Councilor. Councilor, my name is Leo. I live in Philadelphia. I got 1 or 2 questions for you. If you don't mind, you can help out with them. I think I've been seeing you doing a lot of good things in Liberia. Identifying with needed people that need help, which I appreciate it. Many of your videos I see you with a broom. But tonight, you doesn't have the broom. Okay? Maybe.
So you gonna find a man?
No, I come in. Maybe there should be a reason why you did not bring the broom tonight. I want number 2. What the meaning of you holding the broom? Because for me, I don't know what the meaning of that. Yeah, I just want to know. Thank you so much.
We'll find a
We'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. No, I just want to know the meaning, that's all. And then besides that, somebody online, they said they admire you so much. It's not about money, but they got $20 to give it to the campaign.
All right.
Yeah, it's not about money, but they admire you a lot.
Every penny counts.
Yeah.
Every penny counts.
Thank you, yeah. My name is Father from John Flynn. I live in Sharon Hill. I am a son of Lufa Conte. And I follow you. I follow you most of the time. I see you on talk shows and all. I recently followed you in the Southeast, precisely Grand Crew, where you lay all your plans for the year. And one thing that touched me when you spoke about how you've increased the fees for work permit for foreigners, and I have increased government revenue. And the purpose for which you introduced was to give the brand a chance to earn job, to get job, to take care of the family. It's a good idea, and I must applaud you for that. Our country has suffered years from leadership, all right, and seeing you in the picture of the conviction that when you are elected, Liberia will indeed move forward. So I just want to take this time to let you know that we are there for you, and we will support you in that process. So I want to say you are welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm here tonight because of my uncle. He invited me to be here. Because I've been following the councilor. It was a good work.
What's your name?
My name is Kuma from Nimba County. I'm very happy to be here. But I just have a question for the councilor. I don't know if it can be answered tomorrow. Yeah, my question is this. Every politician that's running for position, I see them running in Europe, America, Asia, whatsoever. But for some of all, during 1990, during the war, we went to various areas, like especially for me in Guinea. And we have almost like, we still have more than thousands of Liberians staying in refuge in Guinea. But I don't see nobody going there to go talk to the people. They still have a refugee camp there. People don't go there and go talk to people, and people are just living right to the very borderline, which they can get cross and go vote. So I don't see nobody going there to go talk to other people. They are part of us. They are our family. People live here, buy ticket and go to the voter register and go vote. People can do the same thing to go Guinea, go to Africa, Denelin. People go to Ghana and go talk to people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why people don't go to places like Guinea, Sierra Leone, to go talk to our family, to come and take part in the election. That's my question, Councilor.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Good question.
Very good question. Write it down.
Yeah, maybe the councilor will address that tomorrow in the broader audience.
Those are
Other people
point
taking that direction can also benefit from the answer.
Okay, let me just speak small, just little engagement, meet and greet like we said. You actually need to know.
Always present, sir.
Yeah, that's why I asked you for your name. I've seen you so many times, but I don't know you by name. I'm Bengali Trawan anyway. I'm a member of Team Gongloe Global. I'm everywhere, all over the place. I was just in Liberia here now with you for a long time. Just keep, and I was able to register my one vote. Of course, setting because a lot of babies when we are on the ground because we can influence vote when we are present, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm happy that we met here. You know, yeah, we want to grandpa together. You know, many times we hear people say, "Oh, what the councilor has done for people. What has he done?" It's so many. Like our brother just said, councilor taught me at the university. So now the councilor is so. He appears so young, but sometimes you see a student, you wonder. Councilor is 6 years older than me, and he taught me as well. When you said it, myself, I just said, "Wow." He taught you 203, 202, right? 201. You come?
Economics.
No, 202.
201 first semester.
He changed to 203 later on.
Oh, okay. I did 203.
So he did it before me.
Yeah, he did it before me. He taught me 203. So my point is, a lot of owe him a lot. That I'm so many lives he touched. So when people say, "What have you done?" See, I'm gonna knowledge that impact beside the legal services that he has rendered. And he said today, good is better than money.
Absolutely.
And that's why we carry him.
Absolutely.
And I made a promise 15 years ago. I said there's only one man in Liberia. Whenever he stands up, even against my father, I will leave my father in. That's it. That's good. Regardless what, you will go to the final, to the end, and I hope you will succeed. And the whole of Liberia all know me, they know what I've been doing. This is what we are. So I encourage all of us to keep supporting this man. Don't forget about his wealth, what he has, but not look at his track record. People telling me, why is he going all around today when we talk about his traveling around Liberia? He been to Susu, why didn't do it? And I told him, what would he have said if you are going there before that? I just came to Grand Crew to see you. He's telling you, I want to change your life.
Yeah,
you want to be president. That's the message he carries.
Yeah.
What would he have said 10 years ago? I just came to see you. It won't make any sense. And they shut
Well, who are you?
So I'm saying this. Sometimes you are hearing and you tell them exactly. He want to see their life and change it. That's why he's going everywhere. And right now, we can all say that you are breaking that record. And I think you will do more. Regardless of what. So I just want to say thank all. And again, my name is Bangali Kawari.
Thank you.
Let me just make a quick remark. Councilor Gongloe, I want to say welcome.
Start with your name.
My name is Jerry Cllr. I spoke to you on the phone. I spoke to you on the phone, and you were very generous, in providing, some of the information I needed from you. Today is actually my first time having a handshake with you, but I have seen you before on 2 different occasions in Liberia. One of those occasions where there was something that happened in my EB County between Roland Khan and another former senator. Yeah, and some endless number of people got slaughtered. And I remember seeing you in the courtroom that day. And you were jokingly telling Francis Galabulu that he had come to court naked because he wasn't wearing a tie or a suit. That was one. Another one was at the University of Liberia. there was student demonstrations and some of the students got arrested and detained, and you had gone to the police station to intervene. After the police station, you surfaced on the university campus to talk to the students. And you know how students are. They were all excited, they were chanting, like, Muya, Muya, our lawyer is here, Muya. So they actually did not know that you had gone there to both advise them, to tell them where their boundaries are when it comes to the law. And I was really encouraged by the way you handled that particular situation, because you did not give them any false hope. You did not give them any false hope. You told them exactly, as students, those rights that they have and the boundaries that they cannot cross, you know. And I found that very, very intriguing. Besides that, I've followed and read about some of your works, your fight for human rights, your fight for the impartial application of the rule of law and things like that. And I'm really impressed. It's just unfortunate that we live in a country where the famous, the ones who steal and corrupt are the ones that we tend to gravitate towards, which is very, very unfortunate. But I still have some hope. I still have some confidence that there is a generation of Liberians that are coming up that are learned, that are able to delineate between what a good man is and what a corrupt man is. And like most of the speakers have told you, continue to do what you are doing. People are watching, and they are able to decide for themselves come October.
Yeah.
Some of those things you got in your platform, like there's one thing, lifestyle audit, those kind of things. Keep honing it in your campaign when you have the platform to speak. Drill on those things. So I'm really happy to meet you, happy to see you today. We have to interact more tomorrow at the program. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody want to say anything? Anybody?
But she's sitting right here.
Somebody will speak next.
Solomon sitting right here.
Somebody will speak next. Speak now. Tomorrow.
Representing all the women.
Tomorrow.
Comments. Yeah, Gongloe.
Tomorrow.
One of the presidency aspirant.
Listen, please.
He's sitting right here. Read and breathe. You see, this is the thing that we're talking about today. The supporters of Gongloe, they're all over talking about their candidates, who he is, but your own party, you can't do
Tomorrow
that.
we will all not have the time to speak because of time limit. So tonight is the time to make your statement. Anything that you could have said tomorrow, say tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So please, let's be attentive. Let's listen to one another. Meet and greet. Meet and greet.
Meet and greet.
Yes. We have one of our honorable ladies in the community. She has a comment today.
Oh, well, just want to say welcome. So, Freddy, feel at home. Welcome once again. We heard that you was here tonight, so we just took off work to come and welcome you.
Wow.
My name is Christine.
Always start with your name.
Thank you, Christine, to speak, guys. Lady,
I want to meet the greetings above. Yes.
Yeah, let me speak.
First, want to thank you for sharing with us.
Okay. Somebody else on the floor, please.
The guy from Canada, my man.
Always start with your name.
The guy from Canada here.
Puse the address already. Puse the address.
My name is Dominic Wright. Yes, I'm from Grand Judah County. I live in the state of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I got a message with a picture on it from Weber. And I was like, have you seen this man? Have you heard of this man? And then all of a sudden, while I was at home today, I got a message saying, well, there's a meet and greet for him to decide, okay, you just come and meet this man that, trust me, this is my first time hearing about you. This is my first time meeting you in person. I'm so, like Malcolm speaking before when I came in, and what all you said, they're all good things. And like, for me, I'm blamed. To be sincere with who you are. But always in the Liberian community, it's always good for you to come and see and observe and get educated. Anyway, so that's the reason why I'm here tonight. And I'll be at the program tomorrow to get more, I'll get more education from your, from you and from whoever that you came with, to get more information, and then absorb the information, and then also analyze them and see what I can do in my weakness as a Liberian. Because I've been in this country since 2000. I've traveled back to Liberia twice. I just retired from the U.S. Army. I was in the U.S. for 20 years. I traveled within the United States.
Thank you for your service.
These experiences I have, they are good experiences I need to share with my own Liberians to help our country get from where it's at. Because there are a lot of statistics out there that I don't know good for the entire country called Liberia. And guess what? 1847, the first African country that got independence. I think we should have been the top of this world by this time.
Well, you did
we should have been, now we're the least. That's a big shame for us.
Living in a sub-region, we're the least in the sub-region.
That's a big shame for us.
And if we don't want to hear you listen,
so, as
and let's be
honest, and nice to meet you again. Thank you. I'm from Zaitown.
Zaitown?
Yeah, right.
If I write down the road between Zaitown and Brighton, same possible.
Yeah. That's the history. Even
thank you for the
I went to Virginia twice and once when I went.
I even went to Babylon time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that road. You got to that road? You got to that road?
Yes. That's good. Thank you.
All right, remember, Canada is here. Go speak.
All right, get a minute down.
Yeah, so my name is Dixon B. Morris. I've been following you a lot. Yeah, when I talk a lot, when you see your posts, like I'm always like I follow every live that you do. Trust me, I'm just spreading your message. I got touched by you since from last year. What's his name? Gibson Jew?
Yes.
Yeah, Gibson. He's a big brother. I have respect for him. So before you declare your intention, for me I was like, the country is done by that. Nobody. I don't think about it. So I was like, I can't put it. What can I can't put it? I can't do it. So we're done. And I kept it to Jeru, and one day he said, somebody is coming to be in the person today. He was saying he couldn't say who the person is. I said, but I mean, at this time there's somebody who can really free why we can't know the person? Why you hiding there? So I started talking, man, why you waiting? I said, man, but I said, leave that thing. And then finally, kept on the, he came out and said, well, this is a person. When he called you, to be honest, I let my girl since 92. I just started visiting coming back. So I don't base it, but just a recent time I go a little bit. So I'm not really when it comes to drug party, the name, I might know the name, but not familiar with the faces. So when you call you, I didn't know your name, I didn't know who you were, to be honest. So I listened to the name and all that. So what I do here is, even here, if somebody comes and says, I want to vote, whatever you want to be a mayor or whatever you are, we do this background investigation. We really see your track record.
You know what I'm saying? So Joe talked about, okay, I heard you. Now I gotta investigate myself. And I've been following you like relentlessly. Every time you go by and speak to people, what do you know what this guy? What did this? And I've never seen a candidate, you know, like who is like nobody just had anything to say about it. On the social media, like everybody one with their controversial. It could be the broadcast might have something about that's so negative, but I've not heard anything negative about you. Negative like nothing. And in my whole lifetime, like real politics, you see a politician like that, it's hard. And then when you start talking about, you know, what you've done, how you transform places like your work, then I start getting to, I say, wow, really? In Liberian history, imagine to see a minister or a government that will resign to say, you know what, because of difference of policy, the way things go, this is not how it should be. Take your job. That's when I was like, wow. So people like this say, is this really? Then they say, yeah. And then, you know, so I was like, wow.
Honest people.
So that's when I was like, I'm done. My support, my everything, I will throw it behind you. You know, Joshua, you know. So you warm my heart, and you got my support. You know, even the exercise thing you
thank you for joining us.
The last time I was president on the phone. And, you know, so I just want to thank you, like, your network, you know, your advocacy, everything that you've been doing. Like this one, what you've been doing, like your travel is like
tomorrow will be the main program tomorrow.
I don't know how to even say it. There's no in this whole I don't know, like Brentford, like the brother just said, let them decide. But not even by age, what's his name, Walker? Because any Walker support, I can tell you, like, it's not about you being there, but what you did there. You said 45 years. I don't see any track record. What did you really do? What are the transformation that you did that throughout your service? What did you advocate for? What kind of change you brought about? So it's not just about obeying government, I'm being a minister, and this, that. So that convinced me, you know, enough. So, you know, like, so when a brother told me that you were coming, I was kind of last week. I said, you know what? I'm cutting my first shot. I'm Liberia, but I'm going to go see my president. So I got it here. So, yeah. So, once again, I just want to show you that, tell you that I'm here for you. My support and everything is for you. And I person want to be on your campaign team. That's a lot. Yeah, I want to be on the campaign team because I know that. The reason I said it because George Weah, 2005, I was one of those that used to leave from here. No, by then I was based in Europe. I used to go on. People who know me in Liberia will tell you. I wasn't like advocating in a political way or something, but I just feel like, you know, we need a change and, you know, we could do something. I used to leave from Europe and go down and campaign. When the election finally got over, when, you know, we were, if you probably watch TV, you see me on camera, we're one of those guys from, you know, we want to go, the National Election Commission, when they had it right on, what's the place for them? The old one, not the new one. The old one, right?
They used to be on Ashmont Street.
No, not Ashmont Street, no. 2005. 17th Street, yeah. Yes. Okay, so, yeah. So I'm just saying that I was one of those guys. So we not protest.
Opposite Redder.
You know, what I said, you know, and then Mandela called him, he went to Mandela, and then, you know, by that time, yeah. And in those years, I used to have like 2 stools running on Benson Street. The rest of the defense ministry, everyone knew, like on the rest of the defense ministry there, you see one stool that used to be there, like, you know, boutique and stuff. And then one working. So I used to run, you know, I would meet people like that. Yeah. So Kenny, I was literally right by the defense ministry. Like you can't miss me, you know. But for 2004, if I was the first Librarian, when Taylor left, like when you know, I started investing with it, you know, when Taylor left, Jude Bryant time. So I wore that through, yeah. So the judge, I think someone would put a lot of resources in there, supporting him a lot. Like I said, I used to travel a lot, you know, how the clothing store. So I used to go and print t-shirts and put it in, you know. I didn't love to share for everybody, but at least it's free on my own, you know. A lot of stuff. And to see today, the brother just, you know, that was when people talk about, I'm a Sidician. I asked, I said, but when did you become a Sidician? They can't tell you. Some of those things they love it. I said, but listen, people who start something, if they turn your back to it, then you should know why they turn your back. You can't come, you're Sidician for 2011, 2012, you don't know. We started this year, you don't even know. We didn't want anything. We just like one of me. I didn't want to kind of put something. No, you know, I used to put the boys together, like you know, just like give them stuff just to motivate them on the street. I did a lot for that party, to be honest. And did I want anything done up to today? And I'm with you. No, for me, no. I'm in the private sector. I don't do government job. My thing is your message you preach, and I think that you really want a better life. Out of your heart, you've been fighting for A. And even before you became president, I don't think you're doing it because you want to be president, but you're just somebody by nature. That's how you are. Your integrity, your everything, it speaks. The only question I got for you is, why did you wait until the country gets to the ICU? I'm never gonna forget. Oh yeah, that's the only one you want to happen. That's the only question because you can't wait until like one ICU then you got it.
What's the doctor now? You want to
I don't know what happened today.
Who's the doctor? You got to surgery.
That's the only question. You know what? I'm trying to go like what you
Councillor, it would be injustice to all. Yeah, because you say you're not going to answer questions, so you can't answer them and then you can't.
Jonka is next. Mr. Jonka. Jonka is
for Jovia. Yeah. Like I don't want to like you don't say man. No, I didn't go to the I didn't go. I was meeting the city. I know how much time when I come like 1 month. I just shook up and they put in all the happy with a bro and all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. One of my cabin got damaged, but like I be better. They thought, yeah. But
so it's time for us to invite Mr. Jonka. Mr. Jonka is a resident of the state of Pennsylvania, specifically in the Liberian community. He's one of those outstanding members of our community. He's very entrenched with Liberian politics. I mean, we can't skip you tonight.
You can't run away.
Thank you.
Hello to everybody. Councillor, we came a long way. To be very frank, I'm highly excitable to be in the presence of the councillor. As the story goes, I've known him, or he had known me way back the line when I was much smaller. He was my big brother, or he is my big brother still. But I will tell you one thing I like about him, and he continues to live with that, is resoluteness. He's very resolute in anything he does. But what makes it more what makes it more interesting is that the Council of Gongloe right there just now indicted me. You heard what he said? He said we made early president. Former Minister of Labor is telling me that because he knew me when I was smaller, but he saw us in the vanguard earnings, a pursuit or earnings or a pursuit for the presidency. Yeah, Callum, his little brother over there. And the fact that he will not be part of something I would not support. Yeah. I can't say anything further because I've been talking with Cllr. I've supported Erin all along. Erin took state power. And things did not go well. Then it came in line with Judge Weir. I gave my support to Judge Weir. He didn't get jobs. The moment I had, when Akina told me that Gongloe has interest in the presidency, I told him, if Gongloe is if Gongloe has interest in the presidency, I will support that cause. Because I know Gongloe from whence he comes. I know his level of consciousness. I know what he has done to ordinary Liberians. How he has raised the bar and the rest of it. So when this thing happened about his candidacy, I said I will support Gongloe in this stride. I'm a big friend of George, the CDC. Yeah. It's a disappointment. I tell people. It's a disappointment. Since Gongloe is in the race, I think I will go for Gongloe. I'm trying to tell my people back home that Gongloe is the best person. Cllr and I told Cllr that I wanted to be part of the propaganda you know, machinery or arms, the rest of it. We struggle with Ellen being president. We will do the same with Councillor Gongloe. He's a decent man, an impeccable man with impeccable character. If you talk about something, let me tell you guys one peculiar thing that is happening in our country. Every day we cry for change. Every day we say, look, this is better. Liberia needs a change. Liberia needs total transmogrification. But you know what happens? We got something that clouded in the country, they call it deception. If you say that George Weah has failed the country miserably, Eddie may have done it too. And Breaker worked with Eddie 12 years, even though we have had lots of inexcusable reasons. Why don't you look for somebody who has not cleared that path before? Why? What's wrong with the Liberian people? You see, if you don't like George Weah, you won't boycott. Is it not a total saturation? Why you don't look for people who have clean record, people who are decent? Well, the country doesn't want people like that. I'm saying maybe there's a new call. You say, oh, we don't want George Weah, but we want boycott. Highly contradictory. Highly unreasonable. Because it's the same thing. Don't I tell them? Why you don't go for Gongloe? Why you don't go for Cummings? If we want clean people, that people who are not participating in the field process or want to recycle the same guys, then how can we have a better country? Maybe our generation will not do it. My colleagues or my friends, we have to pray for our country. Because there's nothing, the guys who were in power before lost power, the other guys came and took their girlfriends, took everything from them, they want to come for revenge.
Yeah.
Nothing good, there's nothing new they will do.
Thank you.
George Weah, the breaker arrangement, total failure. So why you don't go for this guy, excuse me, I call you guy. Why you don't go for this guy who is a revolutionary?
A revolutionary, that's a ring, yeah.
The guy who sees above the horizon. What's wrong with our people? Why we don't think? What's happening with us? So when you see people talking about the choices, it's so laughable. If you don't want George Weah, you want Breaker. You don't want Breaker, you want George Weah. What's happening to the alternative? The biggest alternative has gone. So I think we have to take up the gauntlet. I would say get on the ground.
Yeah.
And battle this thing up because it's serious for our country. There's nothing.
Really is.
There's nothing happening. Nothing going to change. Except Gongloe will make the change. But our fear here, what happens? The election goes to the second round, and the process swallows somebody and brings in the two guys, the two faces who have pillaged the country, who have plunged the country into decadence. Where do we go? So we have a problem, and people that are educated, astute, stupendous individual has given us the biggest choice. And we don't want to see it. They bring the argument about money, and then our country going nowhere.
They don't get that. The population is limited, that's the problem.
So it makes me, let me just conclude, to be conclusive or infinality, it makes me to wonder what's wrong with us. Because we got beautiful alternatives. Why we want to recycle the guys? So if we are guests from there, if we are guests at the ball, we are people coming here. So how can we do the change? Why not don't look for better alternative? Somebody who is not modern, somebody who is not. So look, sometimes I laugh. When I look at the politics in our country, I laugh because the whole thing is being recycled. The same people want to come back. Yes. And the country will just consider.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
What's up?
Yeah.
No,
You got it.
So why the brother speaking? Musa walked in. Musa is the president of the Bourbon County Association.
Oh, okay. All right.
Musa, can you make
Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. Well, you're thinking about concluding. So, Musa is the last question.
So it's a privilege to stand by the council for the first time.
Attention, please.
Some of you here know me personally, but some maybe some have heard the name before. But I think we are a small community, and that is why we flourish a lot in Philadelphia. And that is why we continue to work together despite elections. And anywhere we go, we're still together, right? And council, like the speaker spoke, our country has a serious problem. Even though I haven't endorsed your candidacy yet, but I have high regard for your respect. I know in our community, you find money as a priority for a lot of people, but you're one of those who see money as maybe fourth in your life. And that is evident by the number of pro bono work you have done in the past. And some of them, I'm a direct beneficiary of them. Because the thing about Liberia is, even when the recent Western cluster thing came out, everybody ran to me, go to Gongloe. I think some of your guys were like, but we're ready to help you guys. We want to do pro bono for y'all. So you can see that there's an alternative in the community that want to provide this. But again, we'll continue to, my uncle right here, he never sleep talking to me about Johnny or Tim. But we are still making our decision. And when the time is right, so when the time is right, I'm going to come to the event tomorrow. I'm going to be at the event tomorrow, and before you leave, I'll have the opportunity to sit with you and talk one-on-one. And then I hope that we can move from there. Thank you very much for the recognition, and God bless you. Let me drink some water.
I think I'm going to be there in the program tonight.
Thank you. All right, we have to conclude. It's been agreed from the speeches. We have to retire to personal interactions now. It is almost 11:10. It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
The councillor got to rest. He has to be at the Cosa Fee tomorrow. And we all need to rest well to be on time. I'm stressing, be on time tomorrow. You don't want your guests to come and wait for you. So I think we can conclude the speeches. And then Andrew wants to take picture.
Yeah,
okay?
It'll be 5 persons per second.
The picture is 5 persons with the councillor. Okay?
So
that
for
we
once
all
again,
can have
you want
chance
to say
take
thank
picture
you.
with the councillor. From there, we can interact and we can leave at a time.
I mean, before I close it, I see before I close it, as you can see, the supporter of Gongloe, we all here come out. They believe in him, so I believe everyone on the same thing. We are going to support this coming election. Be able to come out and speak about it. Promote the first individual, promote your party. Don't stay behind. Even if somebody from Canada, if you support your apple, so fit. Just say you want to walk out. Every single thing.
Okay, friends, people, you can't close up.